had a very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and wishing you a Happy New Year if I don't get to you before then. So anytime that I'm MIA for a minute, always go to Snapchat because I feel like I don't have to like edit or whatever, and I just kind of talk about whatever's going on up here. Today I'm here to talk about my Christmas manicure. First of all, this manicure has been on my nails for literally almost a week. It'll be a week tomorrow, I believe. Just today it started chipping in a couple places. I'm really hard on my nails, and I have been really active at the beach, and I'm actually really shocked this manicure has lasted this long. So getting right on into it, I always start with my Glisten and Glow Stuck on Blue base coat so that my nails don't get stained, and also it does help the polish last longer, and it does help the polish glide onto your nails a little better. After that dried, I went ahead and started with the white. I always start with the white, and that's because white is so hard for me. You have heard me bitch and complain a million trillion times about how white and me, we're not very good friends. We just are not good friends. I either get it too thick and goopy, and it doesn't want to dry, or too thin and it's not even opaque. So it's always a battle with me. Actually, this took me a couple tries. I did it the first time, I felt like it was goopy, and so then I used a different white and it did much better. So the white I used is Snow White by Zoya, which I go back and forth between this and SE1 and OPI. I just switch between them constantly because, like I said, white and I have a very love-hate relationship. I think it looks clean and chic, but it is a mother trucker to put on and to make it look nice. So I got that pretty good, and I was putting some design on top of it, so I was like, oh, it's okay, girl, but this takes a hot minute. I did 3 thin coats of it. So if you don't do them thin though, girl, and you do them thick, it will not dry and it will be shitty. While I'm doing that, I go ahead and color the red, not on my thumbs. I do my thumbs very last because I use my thumbs to kind of go like this so I don't have so much cleanup. So I do my thumbs very last, and they will always be just like a basic whatever color in the manicure. For that reason, I just don't really design on my thumbs because I do them last. So back to in the meantime, while the white's doing its thing, I go ahead and paint my gold and my red. I think the gold I did 2 coats, and the red I think I did 2 coats. And the colors that I use for those, the gold is the Next CEO from the Nicole by OPI line. I love this line. And actually I love this gold. I was not into gold until I got this, and I could do every manicure with this gold, girl, like for real. I wish I could tell you the name of the red, but to be 100% honest, it's a mini one, and they don't tell you the names anywhere on the bottle. And I don't have the container that it came in, which do have the names, so I just don't have the name for it. It came in I want to say, I don't know if it was a Mickey Mouse or a Valentine's Day. I usually don't buy Mickey Mouse ones, but someone might have bought it for me. I feel like it was a Valentine's Day one. And it's kind of like a shimmery red, a deep shimmery red. And I really wish I could find the name of it, but unfortunately, guys, this is the kind of stuff that happens when you buy the mini and not the full bottles. These are also the same colors I used for the designs on those middle, and also for the little dot on the design there. But those are the colors I use for those. When all of that dries, you then put a top coat on it. And I'm using the Glisten and Glow HK, girl, my favorite top coat right now. It makes your nails bling bling shine, girl, like so shiny. So this is what I'm using currently. Love this stuff. Love it. You always want to use a top coat before you put a design on, girl, because if not gonna work. Especially if you don't put a top coat on and you're gonna use a stick or something to go over it and you're gonna pull it off afterwards. If you do not use a top coat, it will rip your polish off. Always use a top coat before you put the design on the nail. You got me? So now that we got that over with, let's go on to how I got these cute little designs on my nails. I'll first start with the dots, only because it's really simple, guys. All you need is some kind of dotting tools. These are dotting tools that I got in some cheapy little kit that I don't even want to go into today, girl. That was crazy, like a year ago. But these little, they've got different size different size little knobs on the bottom, and you can use a bobby pin, a toothpick, a ballpoint pen. You can use anything, the end of a fucking, brush. You can dip and do anything to make the dots. And I am not great at dots, girl. If you want to see someone great at dots, go see Nicole at Young Wild and Polish. I mean, is she a robot? Is that girl a robot? Because her shit is always, I mean, it literally looks like, I mean, it looks almost like a press-on nail or like a vinyl or something. It's so on point. My dots, I'm a little embarrassed of. Some of them aren't exactly dots. They're more like a little ovally on some of them. But I just did a real festive, different color dots, different size dots to go along with the Christmas tree beside it that I love. And what's really funny is I've seen this Christmas tree design so many times this year. Like I would just see different people doing different variations of it. And so I decided that I wanted to do it because it was it looks simple from the directions. So you start with your white nail, and I know I don't do tutorials because I'm just not that good at those, guys, but I do want to show you how I did this. So just your white nail, and you want to get some kind of striping tape or some kind of like, you know, straight line or whatever, and it needs to be like a pretty whatever thickness you want, I guess, but I use tweezers to get it off and then to line it on. So then what you do is you just want to look at where you like want to put it, and so you would put that on, okay, and then you would do that with another one, and then you lay another one and another one and another one, and just remember the way you put them on, because if you try to take them off the other way, it'll like kind of pull up too much because it's like a little glob of an area. So you want to remember how you put them on, and then you just paint. You just take your polish and you just paint over that area, and then you take your striping tapes off, and when you do, voila, you have a cute little tree. And then here's the thing, you want to make sure that you let that dry completely, girl, before you put a top coat on it, because if you don't, you will get a little smudge. Like my red dot, you can't really see it there, but it got a little smudge because I got a little too hasty, and I smudged it a little bit, but I still think they were pretty cute overall, considering. I mean, I did these, I want to say in no time, but that's not true. It took me a hot minute, but you know, once I got the hang of everything, it was really, I thought it was worth the time and effort. And the color that I used for the green, I love this green. I know I keep showing you my paws, but I love this green. It's called Paper Chaser by China Glaze. Love this green. Love this green. I'll have to use it again sometime soon in a different mani. And I always get asked how I keep my cuticles clean, guys, or how I get like the little circle around it, or circle, I guess it's like a clean edge or whatever you want to call it. Legit, I use pure acetone. This is Up and Up, which is Target brand. You can get whatever brand you want, just pure acetone. I pour it in this is a medicine cup from Mucinex or something. I just like the cup because I can dip my brush in here, right? And then you just clean your edges up. I balance my finger like this, and then you just clean the edges up. And I use a paper towel in between. So like I would dip it and then dip it on a paper towel so that you don't get a lot like running on your nail. And you can use any old makeup brush, or certain websites sell actually cleanup brushes. I mean, it's really simple. Buy you a $1 elf brush, whatever it is, girl. But this to me is the most critical part of it, because there's nothing worse than seeing someone with some polish all around their cuticle bed, girl. Like not even cute. I don't like it. It stresses me out. I just want to go over and just clean it. I just want to be like, can I clean that up for you, please? Can I please clean that up for you? But anyhow, the reason I like this cup is I can put my stuff in there, and then if I lay this on the table, I've got to constantly pick it up if my nails are wet. So if I can just lay it like that, and that way it's just right there and I can pick it up. So that's why I like this little cup. I should probably start selling these, right? Like, fucking sponsor me, please. And then last but not least, always remember to use some kind of cuticle oil, especially if you're using the acetone, because it will dry your cuticles out like a mother trucker. So make sure you're using some kind of cuticle oil or balm or liquid or something, coconut oil. Hell, go get the vegetable oil out of your mama's cabinet. It doesn't even matter. As long as you're putting something on to moisturize these cuticles. Today, and for the last week, I have been using Burt's Bees Lemon Butter Cuticle Cream. Once again, Nicole at Young Wild and Polish is who suggested this like a year ago, and I use it a lot. This is probably like my third one this year, and I mean, you know. So that's all I have for you today, guys. I will be around soon enough, I promise. I just need a little break, a little hiatus, because got a lot going on up here. But I did want to share that mani with you. Please like, share, subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, be nice to each other, because remember, nobody likes a fucking asshole. Mwah. Bye.